The problem with life is we only live it once, so we can't know anything about the alternative paths we could have taken, and we can't use any of that to make better decisions because we only get one shot. So it's hard to know what you're supposed to do. So I'm Saleem Reshamwala, occasionally Kid Ethnic online, and I make videos, music videos, documentaries, short films, and all kinds of crazy stuff. So I think a lot about memory and time. When I hit a quote-unquote milestone, like how can I flip this psychologically into something that makes me work either harder or stranger. A few years ago I did a project called New Year, New Stories, where every day I wrote a short story based on something someone had tweeted. It was hard because we just had a baby, and so like I'd be really tired and it'd be late at night, and sometimes I'd be like, okay, I've got to write this story about panda bears wrestling with the president, or whatever random thing that someone had tweeted me. A lot of the reality of what falls under what people perceive as do what you love or follow your dreams, like there's just a lot of practical execution in that people don't talk about. So once you have a kid, you have to be a little more conscious of your time. But given that we're only here once, we need some kind of tools to make decisions. One way to make career decisions is just when you're faced with a career decision, choose whichever one is the most interesting. When I turned 33, it was on 11/11/11, so I decided to do 33 videos that year while I had a full-time job on the side, which was an insane promise to make. I think I do spend more time than I'd like to thinking about sort of other things I could have done to improve my path. My personal take is that I've been very lucky in a lot of things, but I think most of us underestimate the role of luck in our lives. In high school, I was often the ethnic kid. I just kind of flipped it as a joke and made this name Kid Ethnic. I definitely felt like more outsider, but I also kind of like embraced being unusual. When I was a kid, there's a tape somewhere in my house, and it's Weird Max Radio was a fake radio station where I'd be like, this is Saleem Reshamwala from Weird Max Radio. We're really weird. And like, it did seem like thematically I was like embracing being strange from a really young age. I mean, obviously being mixed race is much more normal in 2019 than it was in, when I was born in 1978. I think it's going to be a factor in my son's life. I mean, his name is Raheem Yoshito Reshamwala. My other son is Javid Akiyoshi Reshamwala. My son came home from school and had asked my wife to cut his hair. He had this super Japanese style haircut where you have like, when you're a little kid, sometimes you have long hair that's almost like sideburns here. And she was like, oh, it looks cool, right? And he was like, yeah, the boy in my class said I'd look more American if I cut my hair on the sides, Your haircut doesn't make you not American or American, and then looking Japanese doesn't make you not American or American. And I actually started writing a project called American Hair based on it. Jimi Hendrix, great American hair, fantastic American hair, and then they'll just go through like shouting out different people's names. I had someone say once that I should change my name, that, I should try to not let folks know that I wasn't white until as late in the process as possible. I was like, no, I'm gonna call my company Kid Ethnic, and if you're racist, you're not gonna work with me, and you're gonna know you don't want to work with me, and I'm not gonna have to deal with you, So